Good morning, class 8 students. This is our 10th class, and I'm here with the exercise of your 11th chapter, that is force and pressure. Okay, for this you quickly open your book, page 143. So in my previous class I told you to complete the fill in the blanks in the exercise, and I found that you have two questions on the fill in the blanks, that is question number 3 and 4. So before discussing the rest of the exercise, at first quickly discuss your task. So question number 3, fill in the blank in the following statements. A. To draw water from a well, we have to dash at the rope. To draw water from a well, we have to pull. So the first answer is pull. 3A, pull. 3A, pull. Number 2. Sorry, 3B, not 2, 3B. A charged body dash an uncharged body towards it. A charged body attracts an uncharged body towards it. So write down B, 3B. Attracts. 3B, attracts. So a charged body attracts an uncharged body towards it. 3C. What is C? To move a loaded trolley, we have to dash it. To move a loaded trolley, we have to push or pull it. By both the exercise you can do that, either by pushing or by pulling. So we will write to move a loaded trolley, we have to push or pull it. We have to push or pull it. The north pole of a magnet, D. The north pole of a magnet dash the north pole of another magnet. Yes, it is repel, because like poles repel each other. So write down repels. So 3A is pull, 3B attracts, 3C push or pull, 3D repels. Okay, now we will be doing question number 4. So in question number 4, you have to fill in the blanks with a given word. The words are given there. The number 1 is muscular, 2 contact, 3 non-contact, 4 gravity, 5 friction, 6 shape, and 7th attraction. Though here we are having only 5 blanks, but 7 words are given. So among those 7 words, 2 words are useless. So we have to be very cautious. Let us read the question number 4. An archer stretches her bow. Archer means you know that Tir Dhanush, what we call. An archer stretches her bow while archer is the person who participate in those type of shooting the arrows. An archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. She then releases the arrow, which begins to move towards the target. Based on this information, fill up the gap in the following statements using the following terms. A. To stretch the bow, the archer applies a force that causes a change in its shape. So 4A is shape. Do not write the gaps with capital letter because it is within the sentence. Shape. 4A, shape. 4B. The force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of what? 4B is an example of muscular force. Muscular force. This is the example they asked you, not the type. So you will write it is the muscular force. C. The type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of dash force. So with what force you are bringing the change in the state of motion of the arrow? The type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of. So here you have to be very cautious that here it is written state of motion, not state of rest. So when the arrow comes to motion after the release of the arrow, so when you have released the arrow is now in motion. So now they are asking you to change the state of motion. That means how can you change the state of motion? You can change the state of motion to rest. So which forces will act here to change the state of motion? That is given in the next question. But before that, what kind of force? No one will be there, no one will come there to stop it. So the type of force responsible for a change in a state of motion of the arrow is an example of contact force, because when the arrow will be released, it will be stopped by some other obstacle. So when some other obstacle will have the contact with the arrow, then the arrow will come to rest from the motion. So we will write here number C as contact force. Force is given, so no need to write the force. So it is the contact force. D. 4D. 4D is while the arrow moves towards its target, the forces acting on it are due to. So there are two blanks. Due to, the two forces which are continuously acting on the arrow after its release are, number one is gravity. You cannot switch the terms because gravity is not responsible for the air. So at first we have to write the gravity. Due to gravity. And second one is, and that due to dash of the air. So what of the air? Friction. That's due to friction of the air. So once again, 4A shape, 4B muscular force, 4C contact force, 4D gravity, and the friction of air. So these are the fill in the blanks. Now we will start from question number 1. So question number 1, give two examples each of situations in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of object. So you want to bring the object from motion to rest. So you are free to do this. So please solve question number 1 and 2 in your copy or anywhere, and you can send it to me through your eSchool website. Okay? So this is your assignment. Please do question number 1 and 2. If I will be telling you the answers, so those two answers will be particular, but it is you are not bound here. You can give any examples. So give 2 examples in each of the situation in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of objects. So I'm not discussing it right now. Number 2, give 2 examples of situations in which you applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. So you have to find out, or you have to choose any 2 examples where with the application of force the shape of the object is changed. Do it and send it to me. Now let's come to question number 5. In the following situation, identify the agent. Do you remember in which definition we have used this term agent? So if you can't remember, please recapitulate your chapter very sincerely, because this is the first definition, that is the definition of force. What we have written, force is an external agent. So in this way, in this sentence, so indirectly they are asking you about the type of force. So in question number 5, there are 4 situations. In those 4 situations, you have to identify the types of force. In the following situations, identify the agent. That means the type of force exerting the force and the object on which it acts. So the type of force you have to, so you can solve this question in columns. Okay, you will make 3 columns. For question number 5, make 3 columns. So the first one is types of force. Number 2 is affected object. And number 3 is what? State the effect of the force in each case. Effect. And the first column should be serial number. So you have to make 4 columns, and in these 4 columns you have to solve question number 5. For example, I will do the first one, and the rest will be your homework, and that is also your assignment. So A. In A, squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice. So squeezing a piece of lemon. Type of force, obviously contact force. On which object, or which object is being affected? Lemon. And what is the state, the effect of the force in each case? So what is the effect of force? Extraction of juice. So